Greetings ladies and gentlemen, Adrian here. Welcome back to the channel. I want to talk about and share some information about a few MMOs that are launching on Steam really soon. Well, two of them are, and the last one will be entering closed beta in the near future. All of them have somewhat caught my interest, so let's hear what you think about them. First up is Echo of Soul Online. Anybody here remember Echo of Soul? It's not a new MMORPG, it's just being revived again for the West after it got shut down in Korea in 2015 with Aria Games. Kakao Games did relaunch the game again in the region about a year later, but for this upcoming release, the publishers are Blue Potion. Yes, Mana. Ha. So the game is now in the upcoming releases section on Steam, and it will not be free to play, at least initially in early access. If you're hearing about Echo of Soul for the first time, what is it? It's a medieval fantasy MMORPG combining action and strategy built on the Unreal Engine. It offers PvE and PvP with 7 classes to pick from, but doesn't rely on the Trinity, so just tanks and DPS, while healing will be a group responsibility, which is where the strategic element comes into play. There is a main story involving gods and mighty warriors, so nothing out of the ordinary there. And from the press release sent to me, there is an emphasis on challenging endgame content for both groups and solo players. So a couple of interesting notes here. Firstly, while the release did say for Western markets on Steam, there will be a region block for players in Europe, Australia, Korea, and China, as these areas are already being serviced by other publishers. The other thing I found amusing is a little line on the Steam store page that says transitioning from pay to win to play to win. As I've not played the other versions before, I can't tell you just how pay to win the game actually is. So this upcoming release, which I should be jumping into for a quick look, will give us some idea of what's really going on. It also reminds me a lot of the same path that Blast Online took, taking a free-to-play game from Korea and making it purchasable through Steam's early access before eventually dropping the entry fee again. Let's see how this one fares. Echo of Soul arrives on Steam November 21st. Up next, and one of the games I'm really looking forward to in December, is Legends of Aria. This has been in development for quite some time, and it's a spiritual successor to classic sandbox MMORPGs. Legends of Aria is a player-run world where choice and freedom matters the most, and hand-holding and gear scores have no place in the world. Players can build, explore, and adventure solo or together, and your character's growth is all skill-based. Build and play however you want. Be a crafter, adventurer, merchant, or just a peaceful fisherman, your call. The game has over 32 unique skills, and how you go about progressing them will come down to how you like to play. There's also community servers and modding, which is pretty rare for modern MMORPGs to include, so I do like the idea of custom content and custom created worlds, especially if I want to play with my friends or guild. So Legends of Aria launches on Steam December 4th, and right now you can pre-order the game to get a 7-day head start, and the cheapest package comes in at $30. For me, I'm definitely jumping into this one. It's been a while since I last played a top-down sandbox MMORPG. My last foray into one was for my review of Albion Online, which you can watch by clicking the card on the top right of your screen. So yeah, I'd like to see what Legends of Aria does differently from multiple standpoints to make it stand out from the crowd. And bringing up the rear is a rather interesting hybrid MMO called Conquerors Blade. The love child of booming games and my.com, Conquerors Blade is a fusion between an action MMO and a tactical real-time strategy game. Think of For Honor, mixed in with some Total War. You'll play as a military leader both on and off the battlefield, taking part in massive siege battles in a medieval setting with and against other players. The theater of war is a persistent world, so players are in a constant tug of war for resources, key locations, and more. The interesting feature is definitely the combat, because you control your character in third person and will join these battles on the field, so you've got access to a bunch of your action skills to use against the armies of the enemy player or the enemy player themselves. You will also need to command your troops on the field, and they do react to what you do. It's a fun sounding concept, and I do like the graphics and aesthetics. It's got influences from Mount & Blade, Total War Arena, and Tiger Knight, which by the way is an older, less attractive, but incredibly similar when it comes to gameplay. Conquerors Blade will be hitting their closed beta phase soon for NA and EU regions, so keep an eye out on official channels if you're interested. Speaking of interested, so far which of these games have interested you and will you be checking out any? Let me know in the comments section below. That's it from me. Hit the like button for more MMO news and feel free to subscribe to the channel for more MMO content. Once again, I'm Adrian and I thank you for watching. Hey folks, welcome to the end screen. Thank you very much for watching that video. If you want to watch more, you can click on the cards at the bottom here and feel free to subscribe to the channel with the button down there, which will give you notifications on all my latest uploads. Later, Gator.